I can do that.
Okay, I want to show you what I did to this bottle. See how hers is clear and mine is black? You haven't seen me do this yet today, have you?
I haven't.
This is full of dirt. Absolute dirt. We joked that you could scoop out of a puddle and drink. Well, in fact, we sort of did. So we have made dirt water. Inside here is a portable filtration unit. It filters out 99.9% of it all. The bad stuff, the chlorine, the lead, the bacteria, the stuff you don't want to think about that makes you sick.
Right.
It's filtered out.
Wow.
So literally, with this water filtration, you are good to go. This is all you need. So to show you that the dirt does come out, look at the water coming into that glass.
Okay, now I know you're all thinking, this is Randy is not gonna drink that. No, I trust Wise, and I know they wouldn't make anything.
So if you don't, I will.
They're gonna all do it.
And smell it as you drink it, because there's nothing worse than stinky water.
Oh, it actually tastes better than my water out of my sink.
It should.
It's actually much cleaner than that.
Fully filtered. I'm sure it is much cleaner than that. So
now,
this water bottle is a rock star.
So I went to Europe. I got very blessed and got to go to Europe this summer, and I didn't want to have to think about where I was going to drink water from. I just didn't want to be concerned about it. So I bought a water filtration system, and dummy me, I should have looked at it on Wise first. And I bought it, and wherever I went, it didn't matter. Hotel, airport, I don't care what cruddy place I was in. If they had water, I'd stick it in there, and I would drink it easily. You know what the problem was? I had to suck it out. So what makes this different is you can share with others. You can squeeze mine to get it out. And I thought about that later. I thought, well, that's kind of dumb, because sure, I can drink out of it, but if I want to pour water for somebody, I wouldn't be able to do it. Right. Wise is so smart. You guys even thought about that. Because you're going to filter water for many people.
You certainly can. So this is the filter that you see inside. Each filter does 100 gallons of water.
Are you
serious? So you're getting a long life out of just this filter, and we are selling a 2-pick of additional filters if we still have them.
We have about 100 extra filters left. That's 100 gallons. That's a ton of water. And you know what? It's a puddle, it's a river, it's a pool, it's the back of the toilet. I've heard of people having to use the water in the back of their toilet tank.
But this
because you know what? When you get in a desperate situation, you need water.
Water is not debatable, neither's the food.
It is true. Water, though, you can live several days without food. You can only live a couple days without water. And I'm just pointing it out, even if you go to a soccer field, if you're traveling, it might not be overseas.
Take it empty through the airport.
Well, you never have to worry about where you're getting your water, and you're getting the healthiest water you're going to eat. Even at home, fill it up, use it. It's 100 gallons, and you'll drink more water if it tastes good, and you don't have to worry about it. My water at home kind of worries me. I think this is a great, great thing to add to your collection, or if you don't have one, to grab it and take it everywhere with you. This is truly something I think everyone should have.
And it solves that problem of the lines at the grocery store to buy water. We had empty shelves here last week.
That's a great
And the storm was 200 miles away, but it's the first thing everybody goes for, which is good. We want you to have that source, but save yourself the hassle and do it this way instead of having all that plastic.
Well, see, and then you're not freaking out, running out, going, oh, how am I going to carry 12 cases of water home because I'm worried because this storm's coming or whatever. You literally don't have to worry about it anymore, and that's something I really do appreciate. Now my food and water are the last things I have to think about at home. Because I can be concerned about everything else. I don't have, usually it's the first concern for everybody. And when everybody was streaming to our stores locally this last week and a half, I was at home going, oh no, I don't have to go in lines. I don't have to carry 12 cases home. I was completely prepared, and there's a sense of security knowing that you're ready, even if something happens. God knows, I hope I never have to crack open one of my tubs of Wise, but if I have to, it's the last thing I'm worrying about now, and I love that sense of security. I really do.
And Aaron mentioned there's more storms lined up in the Atlantic. There's a winter storm season around the corner. We all know this isn't a one and done kind of thing in life. All of us at any time have a need for food and water.
That's true. All right, so let's talk really quickly just about this next item. And
all right, so this is your choice of 3, remember, fruit, protein, or vegetable. The protein comes with 3 different types of chicken.